Session of today's seminar.
Very good morning to you all. Uh, Let me at the very outset congratulate Dr. Chatterjee. I mean, it is only because of him that we are able to hold this symposium. Uh, Before this symposium started, we had uh, I would say, an informal talk as to the collaboration between Chamber and his university as to how do we take things forward and how do we skill people as far as the AI is concerned. And we have agreed that we will collaborate with Dr. Chatterjee to take this issue forward. This is very, very important because teaching to the students is very, very important as far as AI is concerned. So we will be collaborating with you, Dr. Chatterjee. This is my assurance from BCC, and you are a part of BCC. So it's uh, so a very warm welcome to Mr. Devashish Sen. It is not his first visit. He has been visiting us. In fact, when I just met him, he said, "We meet again in our chamber." I said, "This is one of the meeting points." So he has been also addressing us, and particularly his great interest in information technology in digital world. Let me put it this way. He's so much enthused about it, and he has been speaking on various subjects as far as this digital world is concerned in this chamber. Similarly, we have Mr. Bhattacharya today with us, and so the point is just that all these stalwarts who are today with us, and then we don't have Mr. Mukherjee here, but supposed to join us. All these stalwarts who are here, they are all concerned about AI. Now, when I was asked to speak on this subject, I was actually in Delhi. So it is normally my habit to do paper cuttings, on various subjects. I keep on, and every day I do a lot of paper cuttings on various subjects because I have to speak at number of forums on various subjects. So I thought that instead of going to Google's, I thought the paper cutting is the best information which you can gather. So I have these paper cuttings on various issues, including AI, defense, whatever may be the subjects, economy, and all that. So I was these two. The biggest conference which took place recently, 3 4 days back, was in Paris. Was in relation to AI, and I thought that was a very important meeting which was held in Paris. And I would like to, instead of going into my text, this speech, I would prefer to hear the people who are an expert on the subject. Except that I feel as a lawyer very concerned about AI because I'll tell you one instance. I was asking one of my cousins who works in Malaysia. He had a contract and he wanted to have an answer to the. He had a dispute with a party and he referred to various clauses in the contract and placed that contract in and wanted an answer to that. And he got some kind of an answer that these are your defenses and these are your weak points. And at the same time, he had taken an opinion from a lawyer because he didn't want to trust the machine so much. He wanted to he wanted to know that whether my lawyer gives me a correct opinion or the machine gives me a correct opinion. And he was very candid with me. He said the opinion which I got from AI was much more elaborate than the opinion which I got from my lawyer. But then, the point here is that it's a threat. I mean, whatever it is. But I have never felt that there is a threat. I mean, a technology cannot be a threat. I mean, I was very sure about it. I still remember my days when I was a lawyer and I joined my firm in 1970. Our office used to work 24 hours a day. The reason was that when you used to file petition in the court, there was no photostat copy machine, sir. So we had to cyclostyle the annexures. The you file a petition, and with the petition there are letters from the government department. There are rules, regulations, and all these things were required. And our cyclostyling used to take place. Plus, that as far as the typist was concerned, he could only type 6 pages. So, one was the original copy and there was 6 copies. There was no photocopy. So we used to have typists working round the clock. There used to be a shift for typists from 9 in the evening till 6 in the morning. And then we used to give dictation to those typists. So there used to be one typist, he takes one page. The things have changed. Today, you have the photocopy machine. You can take out 20 copies, 40 copies of the petition, but we have the same number of employees. It's not that the employees have gone up, our employment has really gone up. And we have grown. We have grown from 30 lawyers to 1,200 lawyers from in India. So therefore, the technology has really helped us in as far as the growth is concerned, as far as the development is concerned. So I never felt that technology can be a dampener to the employment. I mean, always felt that. And this is what the Vice President of the United States of America, when he went to was in Paris recently, he went on to say that that AI will facilitate and make people more productive. It is not going to replace human beings. It will never replace human beings. And I think too many of the leaders in the AI industry, when they talk about this fear of replacing workers, I think they are really miss the point. Juan said in his speech at the AI summit in Paris, he said loss of jobs of AI is most feared disruption, but the history has shown that the work does not disappear due to technology. Its nature changes and the new type of jobs are created. We need to invest in skilling and reskilling our people. That is what exactly we were talking with Dr. Chatterjee, that what is more important is skilling. You must know how to operate the machine. And this is exactly what our Prime Minister said. He went on to say uh, that the world, yeah, he went on to say, he said that the world was at dawn of the artificial intelligence age, where the technology was fast writing the code of humanity and reshaping our polity, economy, and security and society. This is totally true. I mean, AI is totally transforming our life. I mean, it is not only our life, it is transforming our security, our society, our education system. Everything is being changed, everything is being transformed. It's like a 21st century will be a new century which we've never seen before. I mean, I still remember I asked my today I asked my granddaughter some questions and she has an instant answer. I mean, unbelievable the way the education is taking place, the way they have the internet to go to, they have the Google to go to. They are so much more learned than what we were. I was reading a book somewhere. It said that in 17th, in 18th, 19th century, the information which we get today, the people used to get same kind of information, 12 days information throughout their life. That means the information which they gathered in their life was equivalent to the information which we get in the 12 days in our life, because there was neither any newspaper, there was no transport, so their information was very limited, their information was very localized. Today we live in a globalized world. Our information has become instant information. We get an now this is only because of technology. This is what the AI will do: instant information, medical treatment. Medicine is going to do a great role as far as the education is concerned. Let me tell you what one of the most important educationists who is Mr. You must be heard of his name, that Michel Spence. He was there in Paris. Michel Spence was there in Paris, and he happens to be the president of the University of College of London. And he went on to say that we didn't stop teaching arithmetic just because we got calculators, and this is so right. I mean, in spite of calculators, the students were taught arithmetic. And he went on to say, we need to teach students what the machines can't do and how to use the machine. So therefore, there are two facets: that teach students which the machines can't do and how to use the machine. So these two kind of skilling is very. That is how the world leading university. This is what he said, and he went on to say that there are three things we need to teach our students: the skill the machine will never have, like intrapersonal and cross-disciplinary skills. Then we need to test them to use the machine as well. So therefore, sir, the skilling is very, very important. And I think this seminar we would like to hear from you, and we want to take it further. With these words, sir, I thought that people are here to hear our experts. So I would be requesting, sir, you to take it over and,
Thank you, sir. Those who know me, not for them, but those who don't know me, I'm Dr. Tilak Chatterjee, Principal, Bankim Shodhar College. This college is in a remote place near the Sundarbans, where I'm working.
Before he starts, I think we need to give him a clapping in hand. He has developed an AI. He has developed an AI state in his own college and the first university to do this. Sir.
Now, this particular part of the seminar is that I am to introduce the theme, or rather what this seminar will be throughout the day. That is what I am being assigned by the organizing committees. But before I introduce the theme, at the very outset, I must mention one thing which may be a bit personal, but I cannot resist the temptation of going without that. I started my career in this Chamber of Commerce. So what I am today, a very large part of it goes to this Chamber of Commerce. I have learned many things from here. So in a way, it's a homecoming for me. And today when I met the president, even in 1993, you were there. I met you at that time also, but it's a long time. So we know each other. So I was just talking to him that I was an employee here. He immediately rejected that. He said, you are a member here. So very much pleased to be a part of this chamber. Very much pleased with my own college where I am serving for the last 30 years. And whatever little things I'm doing in Sundarban, I'm very pleased and satisfied with my life there. And that satisfaction and that contentment within me is helping me to do the work. Anyway, this is the personal part. Coming to the theme address, AI in education and cybersecurity. Since there is one and, so it clearly speaks that today's seminar consists of two themes, although they are interrelated. Now, when I am here to present the theme, generally in my life, in many other occasions, I have presented a theme address. I was just recollecting that in most of the situations, I was quite knowledgeable about those themes before presenting the theme address. But today, I'm not much knowledgeable about these two particular themes. There are other resource persons, the respectable resource persons. Dr. Devashish Sen, Dr. Navarun Bhattacharya, somebody else, Shomojit Mukherjee will be joining in the post-lunch session. And the person who have made it possible in my college, one of my ex-student and alumni in my college, the AI tool, whatever I have made, he will be joining very soon. Coming from distant rural part of Sundarban, he stays there. So we will be learning today throughout the day, but at the very outset, we should keep it in mind that today's seminar is only a trailer, because in a 5-hour program, nothing can be learned. The actual hands-on training and training on each and every details of AI and cybersecurity will be taking place in the month of May. And this is just a curtain raiser or a trailer or a roadmap to that entire learning exercise. I declare that perhaps from 19th of May, 30 hours hands-on training program will take place in Kolkata. I'll be there with the Chamber of Commerce and two other colleges. May I introduce the principals of those two colleges? Sri Chandan Jana and Sister Nirmala of Loreto College. Sister Nirmala of Loreto College and Chandan Jana of Shambhilani College. They have agreed to join hands with myself and Chamber of Commerce. Jointly, we will organize that particular faculty development program. And I hope that I will not have to request anybody who are joining here today to join that program, because everybody will feel interested to join that. Isn't it? It is true that for principals, attending a 6-day program for the entire day is difficult. So wherever principals feel that they cannot join, they can depute others from the college. But not much seat will be there also, because it's a training exercise. Maybe 80 or 90 people will be joining that training exercise. Sister, the hands are extended. You have joined hands. Chandan is a very good friend of mine. Sister, whom I came to know only 7 days back, is a nice sister for me also. Now, coming to the theme. I've already said that I know very little about these two particular subjects. So the easiest way, and maybe a very silly way to classify these two themes, maybe they are interlinked. And in fact, they are interlinked. But the easiest way to categorize them as two separate themes is, one is the pre-lunch session and the other one is the post-lunch session. The pre-lunch session is AI in education, and the post-lunch session is cybersecurity. Coming to the post-lunch session first. Only a few days back, one of my principal friend called me in the evening from any of the police station, maybe in Khidirpur or somewhere. Fazrulda. That I'm in a deep trouble, all my banks are almost hacked. And I am getting a warrant of being arrested. Because something has happened for which the police is saying that I am into that crime. But I know that gentleman, maybe of all the principles, he is the simplest of all principles. He cannot commit any crime. My faith goes to him. I said, what have you done? Well, there was a phone call for the last 3 days, and I said that you attended that, although that's a unknown number. No, they were saying something about my son who stays outside, etc. He is in danger, etc. Few days after, my brother, who is also a technocrat, he told me, maybe you are a principal of a college, but you are most illiterate. You don't know all these things. And you are standing on a brink. At any point of time, you can be into a disaster. You must be knowing these things. And he said something, bulleted points. You must be knowing all these things. And none of the term was known to me. Maybe these two things have helped me to fix up the program on cybersecurity. And when I came to Chamber of Commerce and met Madam Keka Sharma, who was once my colleague, maybe we are not colleagues now, but we are friends forever. When I proposed that, Madam, let us organize one seminar on AI in education, she said, yes, but you should include cybersecurity as well. That is the reason that we have 2 sessions, one pre-lunch and one post-lunch. And in the post-lunch session, what could be the different areas where we can expect discussion will be taking place. Now, in order to say few words about what can be the discussion during the session on cybersecurity, I must be knowing something which I don't know. And I'm very simple and humble. I always say what I don't know. That's the best way. So what I did, I went to one of the resource persons which Chamber of Commerce suggested that he can be a good resource person. I took the phone number, made a phone call and told him that please give me some time, I want to meet you. He said, we are having Bengal Business Summit. So if you come, please come early in the morning in my home. I went there, I sat there, I talked to him about 45 minutes and he explained me certain things. What are those things? Maybe in the post-lunch session, you will be listening to them. But for this moment, I would say that you see all the head of the institutions here, whether in school or in college or any organization, we are these days dealing with data. We are dealing with portals. We are into digital platform each and every moment. And all this data, in many of the contexts, those data are personal data for the students, for the employees. So the portal or the website, are they secured? If they are not secured, if those data fall into any problem, if any piracy takes place with those data, who will be responsible? You as the principal have taken those data from the students. Not only the students, their parents, their bank accounts, everything. So we have some almirah where we are keeping treasures, the data. And if it is not secured, that means that the almirah is wide open for the robbers to come and take it away. But since you are the custodian of all records in your college, you are responsible. Till now, maybe there is no regulation on all these things, but surely, since the threats are real, regulations are bound to come. So we need to be secured about it. For that, he explained certain things called cyber audit, which every college should conduct. Maybe costly, but every college should conduct cyber audit, keep the website secured, should have a cyber lab in every institution, and should have 1 or 2 persons who are capable of maintaining that lab. So these were few things which he said, and maybe in the second session, some detailing will be done. I cannot say anything further. I have understood this much only. And I have understood that as custodian of the colleges and organizations, we have reasons to be anxious. We need to take steps so that we can remain secure. And for that, we need training. We need more interaction. We need more networking. Maybe certain things are there which, if I strive on my own alone, it will be much more costly. But when things gets into some sort of a collaboration through which these things can take place, that may be economical also. So an awareness is needed where institutions can come close to each other, and together, jointly, we can move forward to give a better secured life as far as cyber data is concerned. That is the post-lunch session. Now coming to the first session, since Sri Debashish Sen and Sri Nabarun Bhattacharya are already there, I won't elaborate on those things. And since my experience with AI, say for example, 1 year back, I knew nothing about AI, although I knew the term AI. Then what happens to our life, whatever we don't know about the present age, where do we go? We go to our children. And we find that they know many things. Not always the correct thing, but they know many things. So I talked to him. Either he is not a good teacher, my son, or he never wanted me to know all these things. He said many, many things, machine learning, deep learning, this, that. I got scared. And while organizing this seminar, wherever I approach some of the principals, I have heard the same thing from the principals that I don't know anything about this. And moreover, my background is not science. So how will I understand all those machine learning, deep learning? I said, from where have you learned these terms? Machine learning, deep learning, etc., memory, large data. So my principal friend said, from my son. Now, have you explained? Well, no, I don't know whether this is the trend for the new generation. Then I started trying to explore that what these things are with few suggestions from here and there. And whatever I have realized, I will sum up that. Being a teacher, not as a principal, I feel AI का एक साइंस होता है, but we may not be knowledgeable about that science. लेकिन AI का और दूसरा चीज भी होता है, the use. There are so many things. We don't know the science about this television or this smart board, everything, but we know to use them. So we, the teachers, we, the principals, we, the researchers, we, the students, even if we don't know the science, but can know the art of using those tools, maybe that is beneficial. And maybe by way of using those tools, one day we will learn the science as well. So I feel it the other way around. Think of making use of the tools. I'm not sure whether my two esteemed resource persons today will be able to deliberate on all the tools. But definitely they will be able to mention that these tools are there which makes your work easier. And in most of the situations, they are authentic as well. And the training session of the faculty development program will be coming up very soon. So one day or the other, we will be able to make use of the tools. Coming back to that brother of mine who is junior to me by about 7 years, but scolded me as illiterate, he one day sent me one link. He said that this link is very costly. He has sponsored that link for me and have sent the link to me. He said, in the evening from 5:30 till 9:30, you'll have to keep yourself free. Don't attend any of your family members. Don't attend your mobile, anything. Just listen to this. In those 4 hours time, I learned 14 modules. 14 modules means 14 tools. I noted it down in one of my notebook and then tried to explore those tools. Maybe 2 or 3 tools I've learned about it, how to use it. And from that knowledge, I've been successful in the one that you have read in the newspaper yesterday, Ananda Bajar, and today Times of India, that Bankim Sardar College has introduced a concept called customized GPT, not chat GPT, from where the students are learning 5 subjects sitting in their home 24/7. The details of that bot will be explained by Dr. Rajiv Singh, and if he cannot come, I'll be explaining. So you see, the person who knew nothing about AI, still who does not know anything about AI, but learning some tools, some benefit can be provided and has been provided to the students in the region Sundarban. Two of my students are sitting here. Hello, Bishwajit and they have made use of these tools, and that they are happy is expressed from the fact that they want other papers to be brought into what, which I will not do. Which I will not do. President Bharat Chamber of Commerce just mentioned one thing, that the question of threat. Yes, 2 or 3 colleagues in my college have asked me that the thing that which you have introduced, will it replace us? I had an answer to them. That day is not very far where there will be 2 class of people who knows AI and people who do not know AI. People who knows AI, they are also teachers. So teachers who knows AI maybe will be replacing teachers who do not know AI. So before I get replaced by another teacher of mine or a colleague of mine, it's better that we all learn AI. And if we want to make all the teachers learn AI, what I have done in my institution, when this Rajiv Singh came to me and he initially said that, sir, we can do this, we can do that. I said, first you enlighten me, because being illiterate, I cannot face my teachers. And being illiterate, my teachers cannot face the students. So the hierarchy should be maintained. Because my objective is one thing, we should all learn together. Not that somebody will be replacing the other. All these things will be discussed in a 6-hour program. You must be having several questions and the resource persons, and wherever I have answers, we will be trying to give answers with one promise that today is the beginning. We will keep our hands joining until we are quite confident that we can face our students, the new generation students, with new generation ideas. It should not be a fact that the student knows everything and I don't know anything, because that is the time when we will be becoming redundant. So before that, I won't say that AI is a crisis, AI is a challenge, and we should take up that challenge to face our future with grace and dignity, not with any fear and apprehension. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chatterjee, Principal, Bankim Sardar College, for your wonderful address and setting the momentum for this seminar. May I now request Shri Devashish Sen, IAS retired, Founder, Director and CEO, New Bengal Consulting Private Limited and former Additional Chief Secretary, Department of IT, Government of West Bengal, to commence his address. The theme of Shri Sen's address is AI in Education, Transforming Learning for the Future. Thank you.
Can I have my PowerPoint, please? But thank you very much. And that was a wonderful introduction by Dr. Chatterjee. And I must congratulate him for this initiative from a college, that too in a remote area of the state, in bringing so many principals and teachers together. I think it's a huge thing the university should do, the government should do, but there's nothing like local initiative. And he has already introduced, as we learned, in his college, which is absolutely great. So I intend to go through my brief presentation to introduce the subject, many aspects of which are already known to you or has been mentioned, but I will be short. My first slide, it says from BC to AD. We know of BC, before Christ, and AD after Christ. But there is a BC to AD phenomenon now in AI. ChatGPT, before ChatGPT, things were different in AI and the technology world. After ChatGPT, November 2022, till last month, DeepSeek R1 of China, January 2025, these 26 months has been absolutely dynamic, evolving, and a huge things. Almost every week, something or other is happening. We all know of the large language model, sometimes called natural language processing, and this is what AI has brought into the public forum. We all know, but just observe the dates. Chat GPT November 22. Within 3 days, it became globally so popular. We all know, no point saying. Copilot February 23, Llama by Meta February 23, Gemini by Google March 23, Claude by Anthropic March 23, Llama a chat by Facebook July 23, and DeepSeek just month before last. And on the left hand corner, you will find Lo Shah when the president was talking about the Paris AI summit that our prime minister and President Macron attended in cooperation for AI infrastructure. That is also Europe's most downloaded LLM. So any and all of these are absolutely transforming the way we think, the way we interact with technology, the way we learn, the way we talk, and all of them are good or bad in any way. But DeepSeek R1, I would say, it gives you open source, and for the really technical persons, it opens up new possibilities once again. So it's important to understand that this whole thing has been happening only in the last few years, only 2, 3 years, 22 November till last month. Today's Telegraph, 17.2, and I quote, there is an article by Professor Dash from the Northeastern University of Boston in USA, and I quote a small portion. ChatGPT has continued to evolve. In fact, it has become highly disruptive, transforming how people work, learn, and interact with technology. The most impacted areas are content creation and media, education and learning. My underlining, education and learning. We will come to this once again. All those BC2AD LLMs, very, very topical application in education and learning. 11th February, just today, 17th February, 7 days ago, the Time magazine has a acknowledgement from, I look at the picture, we are all proud of Ramanujan, our great mathematician. Timothy Groers, he is also from the University of Cambridge, is a British mathematician and Fields Medal winner. Fields Medal is considered to be the Nobel Prize of mathematics. And I again quote from the Time, and I quote, AI is advancing at a breathtaking pace. In 2019, OpenAI's ChatGPT could not reliably count to 10. Fast forward to December 24, its successor, OpenAI's O3, can solve 45 problems from the frontier math benchmark. These benchmarks are standard benchmarks which are used to test LLM's competences. Even Field Medal winner Timothy Groers acknowledges that he would have no idea how to solve some of the benchmark's most advanced questions. So very, very complex mathematical problems, these LLMs are now capable of doing. So we must be very, very careful of not kind of taking any challenge with them. We all know who is the CEO of ChatGPT, Sam Altman. In this picture, Sam Altman is wearing that blue T-shirt, and he had visited India in June 23, had a discussion with Prime Minister Modi, and during his visit to India, he had also said, and I quote, healthcare and education are the industries most ripe for innovation. He was, of course, talking about AI. So repeatedly, the only point I'm trying to make is this whole innovation is as if made for education and followed by health. Last year, only 3-4 months back in October 24, Jensen Huang, who is Jensen Huang? He's the CEO of NVIDIA, which produces GPU, the most profitable country in the world before DeepSeek came in, and he came to Mumbai. And there he is saying that all workers are going to be CEOs of AI agents. What does that mean? AI is now becoming AI agentic, that it is not give point-to-point solution, but solve a series of problems. And since they can do mistakes, as the principal was saying, Dr. Chatterjee, there will always be a need for people to guide it properly. So a worker who is a staff member, who is a usual teacher, he will be the CEO of that agentic AI so that things run properly and well. This is a list of history of AI. I will not go through this. This BC2 AD, that means before ChatGPT came, also a lot of AI was being used in the field of education. I will just pick up the case of Duolingo, that is a very, very popular software for learning foreign languages. And Duolingo's AI, it uses a different approach, not the LLM model. Now it has linked with LLM model, but earlier not. Earlier it used to encourage people. Whenever you did a good answer, it would say hello, hi, like, very good, encouraging sounds. And this creates a good mental effect on the student. And he would like to get more encouragement in the following lessons. And this has been a very, very addictive, like alcohol addiction. People like to get to Duolingo to get the credit from the machine to learn. If he is good in French, if his pronunciation is good, he'll get 3 or 4 credits and a pat on the back and 3 stars. And this really helps students take it forward. Of all the language learning softwares, this is one of the most successful because it exploits human psychology of being appreciated. A little bit about AI, just because it was being mentioned that we need to understand slightly what this is all about. We all know what AI is, but basically computer systems that can do reasoning, learning, and problem solving. Very simple, but please understand reasoning. You don't have to tell him like a normal software algorithm that if A is false, then B, go to path B. If path B, path yes, no answer. You know, the Fortran programming and the logic thing, it doesn't have to be told. It will figure out on its own. A hugely important thing to understand. It can learn of its own. What is apple and what is orange? What is cat and what is dog? It can learn. And it can solve problems on its own. And it has been used for analyzing big data, recognizing pattern, understanding language, and create art. And here I take a personal deviation. I have been myself doing, after my retirement from the IAS, AI on canvas art. I have already held 5 or 6 exhibitions. My latest collection on spring collection will be exhibited on 2nd of March. But the point is, this logo that you can see, it shows AI and art. It has been created by Midjourney, a very, very powerful AI tool that I continuously use. So this is just to say creation of art, creation of writing, creation of so many things can happen with AI. Sundar Pichai in the Paris, the Google CEO, Alphabet CEO, in fact, and has been quoted as saying that AI will be the most profound shift of our lifetimes. We all know this, but that this is being told only a week back in an international forum by the CEO of Alphabet, who is of Indian origin, is something to be harped upon. Key AI technologies, we all been hearing about machine learning, deep learning, LLP, and computer vision. Machine learning, it is learning from data, apple and oranges, how it can distinguish itself. Deep learning are neural networks, which are what we have in our brains. And if you see the figure on the right-hand side top, there are input layers and various biases go to the next layer. And it repeats itself in several forms. And if the output is not matching with the desired input, the biases are changed, which is represented by the equation at the top. So by repeated plus and minus, by reverse propagation, it ultimately learns what is the correct output to every problem. It is very much like the brain, and the GPU of NVIDIA is very fast at doing this. Then comes the large language model, of which we are very, very interested. How can the computer understand what I am saying? This is a very, very complex thing, but the graph at the right-hand side, it says that every word, every syllable is given a certain tensor vector in a multi-dimensional space. This is a 3D space where the probability of each meaning similar are put together. See the one axis on the left-hand side, wolf, dog, and cat are put on the same side, and on the right-hand side, apples and bananas are kept on the same side. This is an oversimplified thing, but just to say that by putting probabilities on everything that the humankind has ever produced on the internet, of what comes after what is more probable to the other, it is trying to understand what our language. It doesn't really understand. It's a question of probability, which is why in ChatGPT, if you say regenerate, it will give a slightly different answer every time. Computer vision is image recognition. Facial recognition doesn't rely upon LLP and ChatGPT. It depends upon the depth and the points in our face. And the self-driving cars, this picture that you see, when I had gone to San Francisco last year in July, this photograph was taken on my mobile, and it was a self-driving car, and I was amazed to see it is going just like our Uber, you can call it, but there is no driver over there. This is all computer vision. That aspect of AI is being made use of in this self-driving cars, as well as all the CCTVs that we have. Another way of classifying AI is not to confuse, is this narrow AI, like in my iPhone, I have Hey Siri, or if you have Android, Google. So you can ask simple questions and it can give from the stars. General AI, LLM is trying to become like general AI, the way it is advancing, how we saw it is solving complex mathematical problems. Just because I said Suru, my iPhone has started talking. And super AI, completely theoretical as of now, but I have liked this term used by Mustafa Suleyman, the CEO of Alphabet in Microsoft. In his book, The Coming Wave, he says, the gorilla effect. We must be aware of the gorilla effect. What is the gorilla effect? Gorilla is so much more strength, has bodily strength than human being. But we keep a gorilla in a cage. It can't do anything. Why? Because human beings have intelligence. We have intelligence to encapture them. So if AI becomes more intelligent than human beings, like gorilla, we'll also be essentially caged by them. This is a very, very concerning factor and not to be brushed aside. Serious thinking is going on. Now we will go to some use cases in education. AI for teachers. I will go rapidly. AI-driven student evaluation, insights which student is going better or worse, checking exam scripts, even in your normal handwriting, it can, with suitable tools, you can get it evaluated. Automating administrative tasks, managing routines, classroom management, and especially with the NEP, the creating routines are such a complex factor which student goes to which thing, AI can brilliantly help you in doing that. Khan Academy. I have downloaded Khan Academy, and Khan Migo is their assistant for using AI. And many teachers have to write letters of recommendation. So Mr. Shobhan Chatterjee is one of my colleagues. He had come to me for writing a recommendation letter. I just put one or two words about him. and a beautiful letter of recommendation. This is the actual one which I did on myself. So the letter of recommendation and other things can also be given by the AI tool, in this case Khan Academy. AI for students, 24/7 assistance, chatbots, which is already being used by Rishi Bankim College. And of course, there's no time, any time from morning to evening, the student can ask questions. Improve time management, personalized learning. And here I take a quote from the NEP's vision for personalized writing. We all know, you especially, that all teacher students requirements are different, and this can be very well trained to that. And gamification, AR/VR. The picture on the right shows a 20-year-old person who has built the world's first national, that means state, country-wise AI tutor. This is, of course, in UAE. He is in Dubai, and this is a government, the only government national level tutor that I know of. A very, very interesting phenomenon. In the Indian context, not to coming from Dubai and other places, among the startups, there are a large number of startups that are doing very great work in AI. Bodhi is one of them, not necessarily the only one. And Byju's is not definitely a startup; it's a unicorn. Very, very rich, very, now not doing too well. But these are being used. Byju is a unicorn, that is $1 million worth of it, and so many people are using it for their education. The students are using. And this is a rather unusual use case from India. This is in 2024, that is last year. In Times of India, this came up. Is that Iris? It's a moving robot, not very sophisticated, but it answers questions and it moves around. It's not only in your mobile or in your computer. In the classroom situation, it is actually managed and guarded by standard 8, class 8 students who think that this Iris is their own, and it is very successful in Kerala and Assam as of now. And it doesn't even cost a lot. It's only about 3 to 4 lakhs only. And I think this is a splendid way of engaging middle school students. Educational management, smart classrooms, admissions, automatic attendance using facial recognition, managing classroom, checking frauds. I think cybersecurity in the afternoon will take care of that. The Economist magazine, only 2 days before, has come out with this article, and it says that the skill that is going to be rewarded most is imagination in finding creative ways to use AI. So the challenge is, how can we motivate the students to use AI, not for cheating, not for writing homeworks, but for using creative ways to do it. And this is going to be the difference. The tools are all here, but how do we tell them to be more creative? This is a list of 31 tools that I could get my hands on. There are many more. This is by no means exhaustive. There are large number of tools available in the education sector for the students, for the teachers, for the administration, and definitely these needs to be explored. But I will end my presentation with this large personal slide that starts small. I am addressing all teachers in this room that to start AI in your class, start small. Don't get dazzled by so many things happening all over the world, starting from LLMs and other things. Experiment with one AI tool. I have experimented with Khan Academy. I am not an agent of Khan Academy, but it's free. But if you want to use Khanmigo, it's a very small amount is required, but you can very well start. I can guarantee, just go to your Google Play Store or Apple App Store, Khan Academy, download, and you have everything with you. You only need to give your email and they'll verify you, and that's all. Very, very useful. Start tomorrow. Don't waste a minute. It's so useful that you'll be surprised. As I said, I did a recommendation already, and I am not a teacher. My thank you slide, there's two statements. AI is transforming education. Please acknowledge that. And AI is to be adopted innovatively, not by rote, but by innovation, and for which the teacher and the student have to be involved together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Sen, for your enriching presentation and your lucid observations on today's theme. May I now request Dr. Nabarun Bhattacharya, Director, School of Information Science and Technology, Makaut, West Bengal, and former Director, CDAC, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India.
Hello, hello. So, good morning, everybody. Especially, I keep on telling that this has been my destiny, that I am always following a very elegant speaker. So, I'll just try to such a nice speech by lecture by Dr. Sen, and then my speech will be basically on various aspects of AI to start with, and where actually we are standing, because AI is making a lot of waves. Magical rise has been happening, and I'll try to take you where India stands, especially in the education sector. As already has been told, this picture is Alan Turing. As back in 1950, in his seminal paper, he told that yes, there is possibility of machines getting intelligent. So that is the first breakthrough. And he proposed a Turing test. Turing test actually, he proposed like this, that there will be an independent human interrogator and questioner. And the question will be given to a computer as well as a human being. And if you cannot distinguish the answer, whether it is the answer, if the interrogator finds that it is as good as a human being answer, then that system, computer system, passes the Turing test. That was the Turing test proposed, and this was a seminal contribution. And today we are talking of AI and all. So actually, it started in 1950. Then many of you may know, John McCarthy was an American computer scientist, and he only first time coined the term artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence word came from him, and it's, by definition, it's not simulation of human intelligence. It is making the machine intrinsically intelligent. That was McCarthy's concept. not somehow simulate my intelligence and give it to the machine. No, it is AI doesn't have to mimic human thought to be intelligent. It is not necessary that it has to mimic human thought. Then I thought one more gentleman I must show you the picture. Dr. Andrew Ian Tuck, NG. He is actually co-founder of Google Brain, former chief scientist of Baidu, founder of Coursera, and he is the person who told that artificial intelligence is the new electricity. You know, when electricity came, electric energy was invented. There had been revolutions all across in the society, in the domains, in all our day-to-day domains. And AI is the new electricity. Just the thing electricity did, this can do many things. And most of the many practical applications of AI is the brainchild of this gentleman. And last but not the least, in May, that Geoffrey Hinton, he's a Nobel laureate. He got Nobel Prize in 2024 and he has resigned Google. He was in DeepMind, Google DeepMind, and he resigned Google because he expressed his apprehension that we should be more concerned about the potential dangers of AI. AI may really become conscious. Consciousness and conscience may come within AI. That was his thought, and he stopped his work with AI and he stepped down from Google. So these four things I wanted to show you before I really go into that what AI is doing these days. The AI has generated a painting. Devashish sir was telling that there are paintings, AI generated paintings. Actually, an AI generated painting has sold for $432,500 at Christie auction. That was a AI created painting. GPT-4 wrote a screenplay that was turned into a short film, and that short film was made within 7 days. And that short film was made completely by GPT-4 large language model. And AI has composed symphonies, written novels, and even designed new drugs. So AI is no longer is an analytical tool. It's a creative force to reshape the business landscape, the societal landscape, the governance landscape, the political landscape, the health domain landscape, and governance landscape, everything. So in the industrial front, you know, there is Dr. AI. AI systems that scans medical data and faster than any doctor and predicts diseases with remarkable accuracy. There are Chef GPT, Chef AI, so which analyzes food trends and create recipes. And then engineer AI, they redesign and manufacturing lines, optimize logistics, automate things, and create self-learning robots to improve. And that robots can be a software robot, it can be a hardware robot, it can be a mixture of both. So from art to engineering, AI is rewriting, and this is reality. And this is changing very fast, in fact, every day. And we are on 2025, maybe one of the most important years of AI's evolution we are in, because many drastic developments all of us are going to witness in this year. So I have told AI in creativity for $432,500 in Christie auction. This painting was sold. Dr. AI, I have told that they are doing a lot of things in terms of inpatient care, outpatient care, and even diagnosis and the Oh, this is disturbing. Diagnosis and management also, like from admission to the post-treatment care. Then Chef AI, Chef GPT is there, and this is never worry about what's for dinner. So you can have innovative recipes also. AI created short films, I have told. Just the day ChatGPT was announced. Just hello. I'm in a meeting. I'll call you after 1 hour. Just I'm in a meeting. So this just on 17th day later, somebody called Mr. Peter Juan had created the world's first AI scripted film, and the short film was created in 7 days. So this is AI is doing all this. Engineer AI is redesigning manufacturing lines. From art to engineering, AI is writing everything. So the AI Turing test. Now Turing test, when Alan Turing proposed, there was no computer, but he proposed that Turing test should be the future where you can really make machines intelligent. What happens now? All Turing tests is being passed by AI. Like AI generated designs were 30% more efficient than human engineered models in the industrial sector. Many commodity sector, FMCG sector, AI generated models, 3D printed models are 30% more efficient. AI powered chatbots negotiated better deals than experienced salespeople. It is reality, it has been proved. AI driven financial models predicted market trends with 85% accuracy, better than any human person. So, AI is passing the Turing test wherever it is stepping in. So, this is once again. So, now I have told what AI is doing, and what is AI has been told by Debashish sir. And basically, I have taken some of the definitions. Please understand, when I call intelligence as artificial, so it's not human intelligence. So it is artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence will be resident, like human intelligence is resident in human brains. So artificial intelligence is resident in machines, devices, mobile phones, or any kind of smart device. So this is one point. And a branch of computer science that dealing with simulation of intelligent behavior in computers, the capability of machine to imitate intelligent human behavior, etc. These are the definitions. AI can learn, think, and act. Please remember, AI can learn, think, and act. So major scientific elements behind AI, please, this is very important. Please know, one is very important: natural language processing, NLP, is one of the most important verticals of or the elements, scientific elements behind AI. And all these large language models, chatbots are anchored on NLP technologies. Then computer vision has already been talked about, that computer vision is nothing but a system where in the front end there will be a vision sensor. What is vision sensor? That's camera. Your face recognition in your mobile phone we are doing. So it's a computer vision system because it captures your image 5 times or 10 times, and then it trains the internal computer in the mobile that yes, this is the image against which this phone should be unlocked, and other images are not the correct images. So that's a computer vision system, including the self-driving car or any autonomous robots that's moving. They'll be having a lot of sensors, ultrasonic sensors, there will be cameras, there will be laser sensors, all these things. And of course, this deep learning, neural network, etc., big data analytics, etc., are major scientific elements in behind AI. I just wanted to, many people talk about machine learning, machine learning, machine learning. Actually, for artificial intelligence to be active and meaningful, the machine needs to be trained. Just like human being, when a small kid grows up in your schools or colleges, you teach them that this is apple, this is banana, this is red, this is blue. So you supervise them. Some kind of supervision is done under supervision. They learn, kids learn. Similarly, machine also, you can feed on data, label the data that yes, this camera output, this image is apple. So that kind of supervised learning also is done in machines to really make AI active. Then there are some learnings unsupervised. Unsupervised learning means there are some learnings that take place without supervision, like when your kid or myself, if I go to Asansol, then I will walk down the road, and from my senses, I'll be able to understand. Oh, this is a marketplace, or that is a playground. So I'll make clusters in my mind based on my previous experience, and that is what is unsupervised learning all about. And there is another learning called reinforcement learning, which learns by penalty and reward system. Like a kid starts walking, they know how to put his or her leg first step forward, and if he or she falls down, that's a penalty, and if they can stand properly, then this is the reward. And whole chat gpt, the GPT-4 LLM has come out with reinforcement learning. So this is what unsupervised learning. Then some popular examples of supervised machine learning. There are a lot of algorithms for this. So the foundation I have already told, it's on neural networks, machine learning, and computer vision and NLP systems. And you can see the performance improves with deep neural networks. There are traditional machine learning, shallow neural networks, medium neural networks, but when it goes to deep neural network, then only the performance of these learning things work. Actually, this is neural network. Neural network means how this units of a neural network is a perceptron. That's just like our neuron in our human system. And this kind of interconnected neurons form a neural network. Then in the deep learning paradigm, you use CNN, convolutional neural network, where you don't need a feature extraction. You can directly feed the data and you can do the classification. And there are another type of neural network called recurrent neural network. This is specially useful for the text or the language processing tasks where serially data is fed. Large language models have already been talked about. So they are the real models which makes your AI systems intelligent. And this is large language models are sophisticated AI systems designed to comprehend and generate human-like texts. They leverage deep learning and vast data set for their operations. হ্যালো, হ্যালো। আমি একটা মিটিং এ আছি, একটু বাদে কথা বললো, আমাকে ১ ঘন্টা বাদে কথা বলতে, একটা মিটিং এ আছি আমি। সাইলেন্ট করে দাও তো একটু, করে দাও, সাইলেন্ট করে দাও। Now, these applications of LLMs, chatbots, virtual assistants, we know content generation, we know translation, data analysis, everything is possible through LLMs. Then data, how LLM can be developed actually. You have to collect a data, you have to choose the model architecture, and then first level of training, second level of training, and after that fine tuning. This whole process of need to be followed to really make any LLM. Then data types and volume, you need lot of data, billions of data, and you have to really work on this architecture and data types to develop an LLM. So these are the different types of AI that has already been discussed about it. One important thing I want to share with you here, that along with AI, we must know that Internet of Things, IoT, is a very important component, technical component. Actually, any connected device on the front end, if there is a sensor or some information collection device, that is called IoT. So these are various IoTs. My smartwatch is an IoT, and these are the IoT devices. All of us, days are going to come, we'll have multiple connected devices on our body itself. So this actually is the data collection point for the AI. So data transformation and transmission is done. There are a lot of applications of IoT. And another important thing is robotics, because robotics is direct direct manifestation of the aggregation of AI and computer vision and NLPs. So this also is very important to understand and to have a holistic look at AI. So AI robotics also has got a number of applications, and in the hazardous domain, in the household purpose, in the medical purpose, in the agriculture purpose, and of course rise of big data also we must keep in mind, because now we have lot of IoTs, we have lot of very high speed connectivity, so lot of data is there, and analytics also are becoming very much relevant. So AI agents and AI models have been talked about. Actually, AI agents are an AI agent is a system that perceives, processes information, and takes action to achieve a goal. And this key characteristics is from perception, that is collecting data, to autonomy and adaptability, that is AI agents. AI agents and AI models, this is very important. What is an AI agent and what is an AI model? And there are, so DeepSeek was being talked. DeepSeek is not an AI agent. DeepSeek is an AI model. If that AI model is used to make a use case application, then it becomes actually an AI agent. How DeepSeek as AI agent, it can be integrated with memory and context awareness. Then only it becomes an agent. So AI agents, some examples: Siri, Google Assistants, then autonomous vehicles, chatbots like ChatGPT, IBM Watson, etc., robotics, etc. These are all AI agents. And examples of AI models are GPT models, BART, YOLO, ResNet, AlphaGo, DeepSeek. These are actually AI models. So now, just I'll take five more minutes. AI revolution, where India stands. Let me tell you that Indian perspective is India has made significant strides in AI development. Procurement of 19,000 GPU exceeds initial time. We have really made a lot of GPU procurements from NVIDIA. DeepSeek's rise raises concern about India's AI readiness, but urgent need to domestic chip design and robust data center infrastructure is very, very important. India's AI push, already our Honorable Union Minister has launched a plan for functional AI models. India AI mission has already been launched by MeitY, where LLM will be developed. Startup researchers and entrepreneurs invited to collaborate. Reliance on high performance computing infrastructure to support AI ambitions. India untapped AI potential, because India has got unique advantages. Lot of data is available in India. Largest, most diverse data set globally is available. And we have got this very high grade of talent. Scarcity, we have scarcity minds, we have a hungry mindset, and we are masters of jugaad. So that can really help in making innovative AI solutions here. And grassroots adoption really may make India unique in terms of AI for common masses. So sector-wise data availability, we have huge data available already. The GRACE one ambit, if we just take it up, like ISRO, we can really challenge NASA to some extent. And we have created a lot of 100 plus unicorns in a decade. We have made. So AI also can be one of the possibilities. And India's GPU stockpile, more than 15,000 high-end GPU is currently available. DeepSeek trained on only 2,000 GPUs. ChatGPT trained on 25,000 GPUs, and DeepSeek may now have 50,000 NVIDIA next generation GPUs. So India is not in a very bad position. So DeepSeek built under 2 months. They built with a very lean team, 200 people. This big techs as AI dominance requires trillion-dollar models, etc. DeepSeek reality is only $10 million budget, 200 engineers, no trillion parameter model. So India can definitely do wonders. These are the technical knowledge resources used OpenAI, and they see Google DeepMind and OpenAI, the kind of resources they used. DeepSeek used much less resources but produced very wonderful results. So we have some infrastructure challenge, existing data center limitations we have. GPU supply constraint also we have, because US export restrict limit India to 50,000 GPUs, not more than that. That's also a challenge. So the case of indigenous GPU development should be taken up. So we are into really artificial grassroots intelligence. India can be the pioneer in artificial grassroots intelligence, not artificial general intelligence. So this is the case for India, and we have to really take it up. And startups are showing the way. I have find out a number of startups who are trying to develop these LLMs. Tech Mahindra's Project Indus, Gyan's AI's Paramanu, YOLO AI's YOLOgy, Uniforce conversational AI, Ola's Kruthrim. Ola is coming out with a big this thing. Hanuman's AI. This is Reliance and IIT Bombay. CoreOver's Bharat GPT. Then AI in education has already been talked. Personalized learning, AI teaching assistant, etc. So this is conclusion and recommendation that India must take up AI and start with your with the teachers, and then it should percolate down to the students. Thank you very much. I tried to make yesterday night I was watching the Bharat Chamber website, and I just wanted to compose a song using AI for Bharat Chamber, but I can't show you now because this is not in the this thing. So it takes 2 minutes. It takes 2 minutes, and in Bangla, in Hindi, and in English. So later I'll show you that this thing. So last but not the least, right from our childhood, we have been writing an essay that whether science is a Vigyan Ashirvad na Abhishap, whether it's a blessing or it's a curse. But science has been a blessing. When in computer first wanted to enter into our society, this part of the country stopped computers. We thought it is going to take our jobs. But today, the middle class Bengali prosperity is anchored on the developments in IT. All of us, somebody, some relative or other, they work in the IT sector, and a lot of prosperity has been fetched to our families. So nothing to worry about AI, because still that AI doesn't have any agenda. Human has got the agenda. And I don't know when AI will have its own agenda to move forward. So we have our agenda. We should make use of AI ethically to really go forward and never be out of AI. You may say, I don't like AI, I don't know AI, but AI is watching you, AI knows you. So don't avoid AI. it is make it indispensable part of your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bhattacharya, for your enlightening observations on the present and future perspectives of AI in your address on artificial intelligence in the Indian perspective. Before we proceed further, may I request Dr. Chatterjee to present the Uttoryu and welcome Sri Shyamojit Mukherjee, Manager, Cyber Security, Indian School of Ethical Hacking. Ladies and gentlemen, since we have some time for lunch, may I request Dr. Chatterjee to make his presentation on AI classroom at work, and then we can have a round for interactions. So, Dr. Chatterjee, over to you.
Hello. If you go through your file that has been given, there is one handout, AI at work, AI classroom at work in Bankim Sardar College. And the very first mind map that has been created is not my creation, it's an AI creation. How is it created? It's not that I have drawn it. I have only accumulated my ideas, developed into a prompt. For developing that prompt, I needed at least 6 to 7 hours. And after putting that prompt, this thing has been obtained. So what is the thing I want to say? Sir has already said that it is an artificial intelligence which is giving answers. But my intelligence, our intelligence is God gifted, is natural. Few days back, our industrialist whom we know, Mukesh Ambani ji, he told in one of the seminars maybe in one of the convocation that AI has become disruptive, it's intruding into our life. But my dear students, don't allow the AI to destroy your creative skill. I will start from that point that whatever we try to do, we would not allow our creative faculty, our cognitive skill, which actually pulls us to any solution of any problem, is from something that our cognition helps us. So that is needed. So even in this mind mapping, the initial thing is my thinking. I had to sum up before presenting this. I had to sum up that what are the things should I communicate to the audience. Then organize it in a matter of thought within myself. And is it not a fact that there is some map within my mind? That map, when given as a prompt to the AI tools, it's not any tool. You cannot generate this tool until, I don't remember the name, until you whimsical diagram. That tool is called whimsical diagram. Until you use that, this sort of map will not come. So the tool is the worker, but the tool is subordinate to me. Now, while building the AI classroom at work, it becomes our fundamental duty to make the students understand that you are supreme and the answers you will be asking for from the customized GPT is subordinate to you. Until this word of precaution is injected into them, as sir have said, there might be a tendency of cheating, which is generally done by making use of the chat GPT. If somebody asks me that do you feel that chat GPT should be introduced to school, I would say yes, definitely, because we cannot shy away from the technological inroads. If I follow Marx, Karl Marx, what he has said that there will be changes in productive forces. And accordingly, relations of productions will change. New thesis will come, will be contradicting with the antithesis, and then a new synthesis will come. And that is progress. We cannot deny that. So computer has come, Internet of Things have come, AI will also come, but we will have to be careful that we cannot allow our children to get something from where they will stop thinking and try to find out easy solutions. Why only the students? Not even the teachers should do that. There is a tendency amongst the teachers to write books, publication of books, because it's become a very easy asking questions and getting some write-up, changing the language, or even not changing the language and publishing a book. Where is the creative faculty? So, in Bankim Sardar College, when we thought of providing the the customized GPT, I could have done it 5 months back, because the person who was supposed to come today, he was saying that, sir, give it to me. I'll prepare it. Since I'm an alumni, I'll do it for your college, for my college. I won't take any charge, etc., etc. I said, no, nothing doing. I don't know what you are talking about. How can I allow you that? How can I sign a memorandum of understanding with you without understanding what the thing is? So first, you train me, and believe me, my friends, I have never used ChatGPT. I am making use of paid GPTs. It cost me about 2,000 rupees per month, every month. And I have put the same question in the ChatGPT and have seen the difference. The difference in authenticity, the difference in creativity. So, if you ask me what are the difference, I would say you can go to a grocery shop and ask for antibiotic, isn't it? And many of the grocery shops sells medicines, even antibiotics. But generally we don't do that. We go to a medicine shop where taxes are paid and find out the authentic medicine. Similarly, before allowing the students to get into chatbots, we should make it very clear that the chatbots should be developed, customized according to the needs of Calcutta University, because my college is under the Calcutta University. The syllabus should be one of Calcutta University. Exam modalities should be one of Calcutta University. Question pattern and its sample answers as prepared by my faculties should be in accordance to the answers being expected by the Calcutta University evaluators, not the Oxford one. Not even something from Kerala or Madad. If you put the question, what is global warming? ChatGPT will give an answer. Customized GPT built in a manner in accordance to the Calcutta University will also give an answer. Maybe much precise, maybe much authentic, because we have made the ChatGPT or the customized GPT, we have built it in accordance to the requirements of the university. When we are meeting the students in the classroom, we are teaching them in accordance to the requirements of the university. So even in the context when we are going for a classroom which is AI powered, we should follow the guidelines and the modalities of the university. So that was the first thing which I did, and I met this gentleman, learn that these are the requirements of the university. Second thing, we made, supposing in a syllabus there are 4 prose, so the original prose should be there because students need the prose, should get access to that prose, and line by line there should be explanation, just in a manner in which teachers explain paragraph wise, line by line. At least they are expected to explain it to them. Then what the students ask, Madam, I have understood. What type of questions can come? So make them understand that make the bot understand what type of questions can come. What should be the different types of answers? If the question may be the same, answers may be of 2 marks or 5 marks, so the answers will be different. So give that instruction as well. So all these things, I've mentioned few, all these things are to be included in that bot. This is customization. And then, how many questions I can give? How many questions my teachers can give? 50, 100? Does it mean that a student will download all the 100 answers and then once more rote learning? So the purpose is not served. So you will have to enter into the large data, which is already available through API tools. Okay. So when the student will be getting into that application, he will get 2 types of resources. One, resources created by my teachers and resources provided by the API base. This API based resource is costly. The resources produced by the teachers is also costly because they have taken so much of care and loving care for the students and have prepared that. But they don't charge for it. Now when the students enter into it, if we have provided 10 questions, if the teachers have provided them 50 questions, they will get thousands of questions. Say they give a prompt that what questions can come from, hey, what is that thing? Swadeshikata. Swadeshi Samaj, Rabindranath, 3rd semester age. Supposing one student understands that Swadeshi, she teaches Swadeshi Samaj in the classroom and then put forward the students for what is called personalized learning. She cannot answer thousands of questions. That much time is not there. In fact, accommodating 700 students in a classroom is not possible. In fact, students, they don't come to class because of several reasons. So one thing we can do, we can ignore that you are not coming to class, so there will be no class. This we can do. This is the easiest way of solving problems. But what we have done in our college, we have asked the teachers to take the class, introduce them to the syllabus, the curriculum, explain in whatever way you can to whatever number of students they come, and then put them to the bot. Then they will start, they have an idea of what the syllabus is, what the the content of the syllabus is. They understand what is the essence of each of the poems or the prose. And then they will go on they will ask questions. They can start from the very beginning. What is the syllabus? What are the prose? What are the explanations? And then What can be the questions? Okay, if this is the question, what is the answer? The answer comes. Then the student says, oh, this answer is not very much acceptable for me. I don't understand what is written. Kindly explain it more. Whatever questions is being asked, in fact, infinite number of questions they ask, which the teachers have not put into, but it is answering all questions. Now, for this, it requires some technologies to be used. All the technologies I don't know, but those technologies are costly for the college. I'm very fortunate that even in Sundarban, the president of the college and the governing body, some of my governing body members are also sitting here. We discussed the matter in the governing body. On that day, even neither the president, nor the governing body members, not even me, we were very much clear that what we are going to do, what will be the outcome. But then we said, at least let's start. Let's see what it comes. And if it comes to the benefit of the students, we don't mind in spending money. That was the observation given by my president, and we are fortunate for that. Then even he is a member of my governing body. Shormila Diacho, she is also a member of the governing. Together we have done this. Now comes the question of benefit. I have conducted a survey. Every day I do that. Today, have you done your classes? First objective is to see. I have an AI classroom WhatsApp group. There are 504 students there, out of a total of about 700 students. So all students have not joined the classroom, the WhatsApp group. Maybe they are not using. Even who are in the WhatsApp group, maybe all are not using it. I cannot assure that everybody will be using it. Just as we cannot assure that everybody will be coming to classroom. So whoever takes the benefit, gets into it. I ask the question, I conduct every day at 8:30 in the evening, what was the experience today? And everybody, not everybody, maybe 25 to 30% students are responding to my poll or Google form or whatever. As you all know, all students, they don't respond to the call of the teacher or the principals. But all those who have responded to those polls, it's almost 95% that they are satisfied. I have a question. See, the major cost is being borne by the college. Then I ask them that, but you are using your data. Because during the lockdown, Shuranjana must be knowing that our college during the lockdown made extensive use of online things. At that point of time, there was one problem that students used to complain, everything is okay, but too much of data cost is to be incurred. So I had this thing in my mind and I constantly went on asking them, it's there in my mobile. What is the data cost? Everybody has answered Shaman. So the data cost is also not any problem. So success number 1, I believe at least 60% students have made use of them. Success number 2, it is not costly to the students, not even the data cost. Forget about the college cost. But the real success number 3 is yet to come. What will be their grade in the examination? Isn't it? That I don't know. Let the results come, then we'll have a seminar again and we'll submit the result there. But somehow students are saying, can we not have access to other subjects as well? Which is indicative of the fact that there are certain benefits for which they are asking the same thing for other papers, which we will not do. because that would replace teachers. Here we are doing this because there is no classroom which can accommodate more than 500 students. And I can never give any class which can accommodate 500 students. Somebody may say, well, you divide them into sections. Now, 600 student strength, if I divide it into sections and make 6 sections, then I'll have to give 6 classrooms. That is not available. If I ask the students, okay, I can give 6 classrooms or more than 6 classrooms. If you come at 9 a.m. in the morning, neither the teachers will come, nor the students will come. If I ask them to stay back after 5 o'clock, nobody will be staying back. So these are not possible. So I have explored, we have explored that if this is possible, till now, seems to be possible. And if the students go, another thing, at the initial level, there was some resistance from the students. I don't know why. But now they are saying, extend the schedule, we want to make use of this. So all these are my experiences, and any subject where students are in large numbers, more than 500, we can get into such systems. If any college thinks that they want to do the same thing, I'll definitely help you in whatever manner I can help you. Any question? Students? No. As such, whatever we have prepared, from there I cannot assess this except the large data can be downloaded. All their messages, oh, this is another thing. All their messages are downloaded. It's a huge data. Say for the whole day, or so, say for 4 hours or 5 hours, they are making use of it. Whatever chat or conversation is going on, whether they are talking nonsense or not, that I can find it out. It is there here. They are logging in. They have a credential. They give their name. T3 মতন attend করছে। Now, actually, there are classifications of users. If you say 90% have attended, but they are single, one-time user or two-time user. But one who is making use of it, of say, in 4 days, they have entered into it for 16 times, they are the regulars. That percentage is 43%. Others have entered into it. See, all are not serious. Active users. Today in the Times of India, you can see the picture of a boy who is making use of this. You have sent to me. Now that boy stays in Bashanti, whose cost of commutation to the college is 250 rupees per day. It is for this reason they don't come. And it is for this reason they will not come to college. I don't think, sir, I don't think whether there is any solution for all these things, even from the government end. Because colleges cannot be built near his room, near his home, everywhere. Although there are many colleges being established by the government. But particularly in places like us, this may not be true in Kolkata. But these are hard realities. They say that, sir, how can you are insisting on classes? Oh, they are also from rural colleges. How many students come? 3 years back, not 3 years, before the COVID also, yeah, from 2018, I made one innovative routine, which I must say. I used to ask the first year to come on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the second year and the third year to come on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. No classes are missed. Because when they are coming, they are given double classes. Do they understand through some sort of AI that whoever is the speaker, we should call him at that time? So, but then somebody told me that, oh, NAC is coming, so you don't go for this type of routine. You may be condemned for this. You are not allowing the students to come to the college every day. That is not true. In the routine, I used to give them library work for the remaining 3 days. So you come to the college because that is also teaching learning. But now, as soon as I have withdrawn that routine, oh, student, when I made that, I used to call it block routine. A student will come in blocks. When I used to use that routine, class attendance rose from, believe me, from 5% to 83%. There was no compulsion. I just made them understand, okay, I'll ask you to come on 3 days in a week. So your cost of commutation get reduced by 50%, so please come. And within this 3 days, if you come for 2 days, then also that university stipulation of 60% is fulfilled because you are coming 66%. And I had a biometric attendance system for the students. They used to come. They responded it. They are demanding the same thing from me even now. Sir, at one point of time, you used to make a 3-day routine for us. Please understand our financial difficulties. I say you are getting scholarship and Kanyasri and everything. Look, that is not enough, sir. 250 rupees per day. I cannot come to college. And I feel as a rational student, even if I was the student, আমিও আসতাম না 250 টাকা খরচা করার মতন ক্ষমতা কোথায় সুন্দরবনের এই প্রান্তিক ছেলেমেয়েদের তাহলে কি এরা পড়বে না Now the avowed objective of blended learning or learning from a distance is an avowed objective of the UGC. So I'm going very much in line with that avowed objective and reaching the classroom. So the teachers are reaching to the bot. I find justification in that. If it is successful, I'll continue. If it is not successful, grade-wise, I'll not continue. If government or university, they put any restriction that no, you cannot do this, I'll stop it. But the experimentation, I think, is groundbreaking. Thank you. Any question? Yeah. Bolo.
So you face lot of problems, socioeconomic problems and other things. কিন্তু আমার মনে হয় এখানে যারা আছেন সব কলেজ থেকেই তারা মেইনলি যে প্রবলেমটা ফেস করছে আফটার কোভিড অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ইজ স্টুডেন্টসরা সিম্পলি ক্লাসে আসে না সেটা শুধু সুন্দরবন বলে না মানে কলকাতা হোক নর্থ বেঙ্গল হোক যে কোনো জায়গায় দে আর নট কামিং টু দ্য কলেজ মানে যেটা অফলাইন ক্লাস বলা হয় সেটা অনেকটা কমে গেছে আমি জানি না সবাই এগ্রিড হবেন কি না কিন্তু মোস্ট অফ দ্য কেসেস এটা দেখা যাচ্ছে কেন হচ্ছে সেটা অনেক অন্য আলোচনা কিন্তু আপনি যেটা করছেন ইনোভেটিভ ওয়েতে ওয়ান্ডারফুল থিং এ নিয়ে কিছু বলার নেই কিন্তু আমার প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে এটা মানে একটা হ্যাবিটে তৈরি হয়ে যাবে না তো যে ওদের অ্যাকচুয়ালি অফলাইন ক্লাসে আসার টেন্ডেন্সিটা বা এটা কমে যেতে থাকবে বিকজ অফ ইউজ অফ দিস টেকনোলজি অ্যান্ড অল মানে আমাদের এখানে কিন্তু একটা হ্যাবিট তৈরি হয়ে গেলে ইট ইজ ভেরি ডিফিকাল্ট টু ব্রেক
As I have said, the habit is already made, they are not coming.
হ্যাঁ তাহলে এইটা যদি
So if you start from the hypothesis that they are not coming,
মানে রিডিউস করেছে নট কামিং
okay, I am giving answer to you. I have met the students. আমার একটা ভীষণ মাটির সঙ্গে সম্পর্ক আছে in my college. And this is one reason why I have never left my college and have come to Calcutta colleges. ওখানে মাটির সম্পর্কটা আমি বলতে পেরেছি। I mix with them and I have asked them, and I have understood that they will not come to college. Instead, they will go to tutors. Even tutors, supposing they will go to a tutor whose subject is, say, Pol Science, and they will study physical education from him. Because उसमें study का कोई बात नहीं है. It's giving note and taking notes. Okay. And the examination system that we are having, until we have reforms in that, students will pass out. Tutorial, internal are enough Khyber pass to make the students pass. দেখো একটা কথা বলি, ক্লাস হচ্ছে না এটা আমিও জানি, টিচারও জানে, স্টুডেন্টও জানে, স্টুডেন্টের গার্জেনও জানে, কিন্তু কোনো রিজনমেন্ট নেই। কেন বলো তো? কারণ পরীক্ষায় সবাই পাস করে যাচ্ছে। আর কেন রিজনমেন্ট নেই? কারণ পাস করেও কিছু হবে না, সার্টিফিকেট নিয়ে কোথাও চাকরি পাবো না। তো যে সার্টিফিকেট নিয়ে কোনো চাকরি পাবো না, তুমি অনেক বড় প্রশ্ন করে ফেলেছো। সেটার জন্য কষ্ট করে কেন 250 টাকা খরচা করে রোজ ক্লাস শুনতে যাব, এবং গিয়ে আবার দেখবো যে কনসার্ন টিচার কোথাও খাতা জমা দিতে গেছে বলে ক্লাসটা হলো না, কিন্তু আমার 250 টাকা খরচ হলো। Can we resist all these things? I don't know who thinks on this. অনেক বেশি comprehensively, much more comprehensive thinking and planning is required from Apex, not from you and me. But since it has already become a habit, let's reach out to them. And what you are saying, that the habit will increase. Be careful that we won't allow classes where there are teachers, where there, এখানে তো টিচার নেই। আমার কনস্টিটিউশন অফ ইন্ডিয়া 800 ছেলে মেয়েকে পড়ানোর মতন টিচার নেই এবং ক্লাসরুম নেই, তাহলে ক্লাসটা হবে না। এবার এটার প্রলোভনে কেউ যদি বলে যে আমাকে বাংলা অনার্সটাও এইভাবে পড়ানো হোক, যেখানে আমার 8খানা টিচার আছে, আমি অ্যালাউ করবো না, ওটা তো আমার হাতে, রাইট? ইয়েস।
Technology in March ke aatkat hai. That is one thing which is for sure. I don't. Am I audible? You cannot stop the march of technology. So what you have said or what we have heard is a reality which is going to come. I mean, there is no backtracking on this. But what it puts me into a fear is, and this is, I think it's a possibility that if this model is not taken by a college and if it is found suitable, viable, if it is taken by the university, I mean, this is a very, I think, this is not a very academic question. This is a question of strategy, maybe. If the university thinks that, well, why not teach it? Why not teach other subjects by this method? Immediately, the remote colleges, which are located, and I can think of remote colleges, I mean, just now. I mean, these colleges will simply vanish. I mean, that is, I mean, AI in education, in higher education particularly, the only risk that, I mean, I am acknowledging that this cannot be ruled out. This is going to come. March of technology cannot be stopped. But a time is coming where classroom teaching, I mean, one-to-one teaching, that is going to be completely outdated because if the university or the government takes up a decision, and this is going to be very cost effective also. I mean, if we take up large kind of initiatives, this is a reality which we cannot stop actually, Tilak sir. I mean, you cannot be selective, like you can choose to select that which class to offer in through bots and which cannot. But then if you think that if government starts taking this plan or if the university starts taking this up, then I mean, it's only distance mode education. And UGC NEP is already talking about. So that is the future of the teaching community, and we have to be
So you are supplementing what I'm saying.
Yeah, in a way, yes. I mean, I cannot challenge what you're saying because this is a reality. It will come.
Now I refer to one of the policy in the UGC documents that 35% gross enrollment is to be done within, I may be wrong with the date, maybe within 25 or 30 or whatever. Can you tell me how 35% gross enrollment can be done with such a meager national income? হবে না কিভাবে হবে? Blended, no, not online, blended. There is a difference. Now think of that situation. If the government says, see, even in his deliberation, he has said that this is engaging and is bringing disruptions. And so whenever there are disruptions, we should be prepared for it. And I have gone through his write-up, which is given to you. He has mentioned one thing: adequate training is to be given to the teachers. Situation পাল্টে যাবে। আজকে টিচাররা যদি আমি যতটুকুন শিখেছি ততটুকুনি যদি আমরা সবাই শিখতে পারি না, প্রত্যেকটা কলেজ পাল্টে যাবে। প্রত্যেকজন টিচার যদি এগুলো শেখে, এবং হি হ্যাজ মেনশন, আমি খুব অ্যাটেন্টিভলি শুনেছি, শিখতে হবে উইথ এথিক্যাল আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং অফ টিচিং লার্নিং, নট চিটিং, নট ফাইন্ডিং আউট দি শর্টকাটস। এগুলো টিচারদের দায়িত্ব। যদি সেইটা শেখে এবং যদি অ্যাকর্ডিংলি কন্টেন্ট তৈরি করে বটের মাধ্যমে বা অন্য কোনো, ওটা তো আমি ভেবেছি, দেয়ার আর মেনি আদার থিংস দ্যাট ক্যান বি ডান। যদি সেটা করে তাহলে টিচার রিডান্ডেন্ট হবে না, বরঞ্চ টিচার মাচ মোর প্রোডাক্টিভ হবে। এবার শুনুন, সেই রিডান্ডেন্সিটা আটকানোর জন্য প্রথমত মনে করতে হবে যে the time has changed and therefore we will have to change ourselves. If that thing comes, I am telling you, AI will be a leverage to quality education. It will not kill and destroy education.
One more possibility of AI, which is the colleges now face a lot of difficulty in introducing subjects. I mean, because you need classrooms, you need teachers, you need permissions from here and there, and a whole paraphernalia of it. If AI is used in higher education, then the expansion of colleges, I think, is going to be much easier. That's a great possibility. We can bring subjects to even to remote students in remote parts of the country, which would not have been possible through the kind of one-to-one teaching that we envisage in normal terms. So AI has a lot of possibilities. I mean, there is no doubt about it. And thank you once again for arranging this kind of a seminar where you have actually made us aware of what are the things that we can do with it, that we need to change. That's something which I thank you for.
Can I give one personal example to everybody? See, there is one thing called Indian knowledge system. NEP is asking everybody to go for it. I studied Indian knowledge system, the key paragraphs I have studied, and then I found that this is something which I know from my childhood. Okay, maybe it's a new name given by the central government, and therefore there are certain agenda being talked about it. But if the ancient Indian values are being taught, ও তো আমার ঠাকুমা আমাকে শিখিয়েছে, তাই তো? এবং এনশিয়েন্ট ইন্ডিয়ান নলেজটা যদি আমার ঠাকুমা শিখিয়ে থাকতে পারে, বা ইং এ ফ্যান্টাস্টিক টিচার, এই আবার পা টিপে দে, আমি পা টিপছি আর উনি হরিশ্চন্দ্রের গল্প শোনাচ্ছেন। ইন দি প্রসেস হ্যাজ ইনজেক্টেড দি ভ্যালিউ অফ ট্রুথফুলনেস, whatever be the diversity. So this we know, everybody we know. Now Indian knowledge system is asking to decolonize our curriculum and think on it. তো আমিও ভাবলাম আমি পড়বো, This is to young teachers as well who are here. আমি মনে করলাম পড়বো, পড়তে গিয়ে দেখলাম এনশিয়েন্ট কিছু পড়তে গেলে সংস্কৃত জানতে হয়, সেটা আমি জানি না। Then this person has not come today. I'm getting very annoyed with him. He customized a GPT for me whose name is Shastrabani. If you want to see, I will show you one day from that Shastrabani, whatever I want to know about Ved, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, etc., etc. I'm getting it. Then I had a doubt in my mind that whatever the Shastrabani GPT is giving it to me, are they correct? I asked Amrita Tuthadarao. She is from a different college. I asked her that these are the things that I'm learning. Is it correct? She checked it and said yes. Then I went to Ramakrishna Mission Gold Park and made physical verification that whatever I am learning, is it correct? I have seen yes. I have even met the Maharaj. I have authenticated it. But whenever I am asking the same question to ChatGPT, I am getting wrong answers. Okay. But this customized GPT is helping me.
That is probably because in ChatGPT, the training data is very much westernized.
Maybe
In fact, I am doing AI art. When I try to make an Indian face, it's very difficult.
it's not
to do.
coming.
Very difficult. But I will have one comment on your very, very apt observation about it has to be done, it will come, but it needs to be done at a national scale or at a state level or at the university level. I mean, every college cannot take an initiative and, that will create distortions in the system. So I think this training is necessary and centralized at the university level, state level or national level, I'm not very sure. But it has to be uniform, like the NIC is for the government sector, NIC, Webel for the government sector, IT applications. Eta kortei hobe, there's no other way. There's no other way.
It's to complement your approach, your attitude towards AI that you have implemented in your college. I just
May I just
yes.
I've implemented not in my college only.
Okay.
I've implemented in my own way of studies
Yes.
and also in my office administration. Okay.
Hmm.
I have 3 bots personal for which I'm making payment.
Okay.
I'm running my college with the help of bot that is
Okay.
called Roll Bot. I am studying Shastrabani bot
As you have said.
for my own research and then for the students.
Okay.
Next.
One thing I want to mention over here, I just got it when I have not taken the printout for this seminar. It's my interest. That's why I have taken the printout. It's Bollywood music level sick to challenge OpenAI in Indian copyright lawsuit. It's been published in The Hindu, 15th February 2025. And what I have read over there is that, as Shah has already said, that we have to be ethically correct while using AI or implementing AI. So if you are implementing AI in your classrooms, I just want to know if your bots are answering the questions. Are you thinking of any copyright or, any kind of rights or fair use doctrine over there? That's my first.
I have not yet thought about that because it's only 1 month old.
Yes.
You have already seen that I'm not yet claiming that I'm successful.
Okay.
But if it is successful and if it does not face any resistance from government or university, then I'll have to talk to my governing body and think of all these things.
Yeah, I think, yes, it's a very important question. If we think of AI, and as has been reported in this model also, they are trying to sue. Even the Ambani Group is also joining there to sue the OpenAI because of the AI models and using their music videos, etc., etc. And while I was thinking regarding this, open access tools are very, refuge for this matter that I can suggest to the house over here. as I have already implemented in my college regarding, I'm a librarian of Derozio Memorial College. My name is Dr. Ovik Roy. And I built one website with the open access research tools enabled with AI. As for example, I can show you the Dimensions AI. Because as we know, being academician or academic, we have to publish papers. But if we want to publish papers in Web of Science journals or Scopus Index journals or any other proprietary based journals, it takes lots of money. I mean, once I have asked the regional head of Web of Science, they, though they did not divulge the exact value, they told me about the ranking, that it depends on the ranking of the package, cost of the package. But as I guess, informally, they have told me that it's been 17 to 18 lakh to 20 lakh. So in a college, it's not, I mean, it's not easy for a college to purchase such kind of package. Here, AI comes a refuge. We can name so many very fine research tools, and I personally have consulted the research tools and along with a comparative study with the Web of Science index, I mean, results, and they are doing fine, like Dimensions AI, Consensus AI, EliSheet, Research Rabbit. These are very open access tools. We can implement them very easily in our colleges. You can have your own research and very qualitative research literature review from there. There are different aspects. And even Onubhadini, there is their central government tool for translations, apart from Google. Yes, that's from my side. Thank you.
It's such a new domain that I cannot answer all questions. Okay.
Hello. As you have said, sir, in your the GPT model, all the contents have been created by your teachers. So they only have that copyright. So I don't think there is a violation of copyright there because you are not taking the content from other sources. Your system is fed by your teachers also. And as an institutional repository, you can say that they are contributing it, are continuously contributing it. And as the student is feeding from their end also, it is evolving in a manner. That's I am thinking. And what happened with this kind of research rabbit, or they have some hallucination data in research articles that we can get, the hallucination data, that there might be some errors, I think we get there, but they are also training.
What is your contention that
No, sir.
copyright is not necessary?
In my opinion, what you are doing here, sir, it is not necessary at that point.
Anyway, until he has asked this question and your observation, I'll keep it in mind. But
But I have a point
I
to
think you can make a point.
This is a worldwide controversy whether
Ah,
AI training data violates copyright or not. You have to train the AI. So it is looking at everything that has been published in the internet, everything. So all human knowledge is being scanned. So does it constitute a copyright violation? It's being debated. Europe is more stiff. US is completely open. Others are thinking what to do. The question that has now been raised, especially in UK, for example, if you ban taking everything, then there will be no AI advancement in your country. You just fall behind, others will go ahead. So just as you can read newspaper, what UK is trying to do is that if any publisher says, I don't want my book to be part of AI training data, he has to make a positive disclosure. এটা যতক্ষণ না করবে AI can search their data. বই পড়াচ্ছি ক্লাসে, is that a copyright violation? I mean, one has to take it at its limit. So I think this copyright controversy is there. I'm not disregarding it, but it's not very serious. And if you take it very seriously, everything will stop and other countries will go ahead, namely China, USA, and Europe.
Fair use doctrine. Can apply fair use doctrine also.
Which doctrine?
Fair use doctrine.
Fair use doctrine. Something
Yes,
like that.
we can apply that. Yes.
Observation.
আচ্ছা, আর ঠিক কটা অবজারভেশন বা কোয়েশ্চেন আছে? না একটু হ্যাঁ একটু রাশ করতে হবে একটু
Okay. Myself, Dr. Shubhankar Chakravarti, Principal, Sundarban Mahavidyalaya. I've been hearing from since morning, sir. What I personally feel actually, that being a college, Sundarban in the Sundarban district, and as Tilak sir also has said, all these changes has to take place, no doubt about that. But the thing is that unless and until we go for the autonomy, as you know, the UGC has a suggestion that by 2030, most of the colleges, they have to opt for the autonomy. So my question and suggestion is that in the South 24 Parganas, most probably there are now 3 colleges who got A grade. And Tilak sir's college is one of them. Now, my college also has got A grade. And recently, one college from Bhangar, they also got A grade. Now, my question specifically to Tilak sir, please pay attention to this. All these changes are going to take place. Are you thinking seriously about the autonomy? You may ask the same question to me, sir, why you are not thinking?
রূপা ম্যাডাম
My
আছেন
problem, just a minute. My problem is that
রূপা ম্যাডাম আছেন চলে গেছেন
Rupa madam is there.
না
She's not there.
the question
Actually, the thing is that I am planning seriously to go for the bar or for the autonomy. But thing is that I have talked with my faculties. I have talked with my GB members also. They are saying there are some other colleges also in the district who got A grade. They are not thinking of at autonomy.
Chalo.
Why you are going to think about the autonomy? My
catch
actually
my hand and do the work together.
yeah, because time
Shubhankar,
talks.
I have passed the
I will conclude. Because the 3 things are there. One is you have to take permission from university if you want to implement some new subjects. So that if you have to come out of it, you have to go for the autonomy. So can we join hands so that we can have a workshop involving the GB members and all the teachers? That autonomy is the actually buzzword. First, we have to go for the autonomy, then we can think of all these things.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
ওকে আমি খুব সংক্ষেপে বলি আমি কিছুটা ন্যাক বুঝি ন্যাকের একটা বড় পরিবর্তন আসছে সেই পরিবর্তনটা এরকম হতে পারে যে ন্যাক আর থাকবে না হতে ওকে তো যদি যায় যে ফর্মেই আসুক না কেন বাইনারির যে ফ্রেমওয়ার্কটা কমপ্লিট হোক ইনকমপ্লিট হোক ভুল হোক ঠিক হোক যা দেখেছি যতটুকুন বুঝেছি নতুন যে ন্যাকের ফ্রেমওয়ার্ক আসছে তাতে অটোনমি ছাড়া you cannot hold on to any of your results. Okay, কারণ তো সেন্ট্রাল অবজেক্টিভ যে সবাইকে অটোনমাস করে দাও, let them run on their own. আর এটা তো রিট্রিট অফ স্টেট বলতে যা বোঝায় 1991-এ মনমোহন সিং যা শুরু করে গেছেন এগুলো তারই প্রতিফলন। আমি ওই ডিটেলসে যাচ্ছি না, বাট ইউ আর টকিং অ্যাবাউট অটোনমি। ঠিক যেমন দুর্গাপুর স্টিল প্ল্যান্ট প্রাইভেটাইজড হতে পারে, সেরকম আমাদের কলেজগুলো অটোনমি হতে পারে, ইটস নাথিং বাট প্রাইভেটাইজেশন। বিকজ তুমি যখন অটোনমাস হবে তখন তোমাকে প্রাইভেট হ্যান্ডও হোল্ড করতে হবে, পারমিশন ফর এভরিথিং। আমার কলেজে সুচন্দ্রা ইজ হিয়ার, আমাদের অটোনমি রেজলিউশন কবে নেওয়া হয়েছে? হয়ে গেছে 2023। কল্যাণ নেই, আমরা অটোনমি রেজলিউশন নিয়ে নিয়েছি, ওকে, কিন্তু করতে পারিনি। আই এম ক্লোজলি ওয়াচিং রূপা দেবরা কলেজ, যে অটোনমি করে কি অবস্থা। ও মাঝে মাঝে বলে খুব ভালো করেছি কারণ আমি ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্টলি চলতে পারছি, আর মাঝে মাঝে বলে ও স্যার চালাতে পারছি না। সো উই আর caught in this dilemma. তোমার কলেজে যদি কেউ বলে যে সব কলেজ একসাথে করুক কালেকটিভ অটোনমি, কালেকটিভাইজেশন, নানামুনির নানামত হবে, বাট স্টিল তুমি হাত বাড়ালে আমি তো হাতটা এগিয়েই রাখি, ওতে কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। কিন্তু অটোনমির ডিসিশন নিতে চাইলে নিতে দাও। আই এম অলসো ইন দি সিন্ডিকেট, ইউনিভার্সিটি সিন্ডিকেট। আই হ্যাভ সিন দ্যাট applications for autonomy as done by Shormila Di much before is still pending. এবং আমি কোথাও দেখেছি সিন্ডিকেটে প্রমিনেন্ট বক্তব্য এটাই যে না, অটোনমি উইল বি হার্মফুল। তো what can you do with the apex decisions are different, but আমি তোমার সঙ্গে একমত। Even not to quote Sanjeev Maharaj, হি ইজ নট হিয়ার, বাট স্টিল ইভেন হি সেজ যে না, অটোনমি ছাড়া তো এগোনো যাবে না। NIRF এর কোন ডেটা তুমি ফিল আপ করতে পারবে উইদাউট অটোনমি? কোনটা পারবে? কোনোটাই পারবে না। So it's true. Anyway, I think we had enough discussion on AI with a very sweet ending with autonomy, as if autonomy is the prerequisite for adopting AI. No, even without autonomy, we can go for AI. We can go for না, we should go for. যাবো কি যাবো না আপনার পছন্দ। এবার আমি এই সেশনটা লাঞ্চের আগে শেষ করবার জন্য ম্যাডাম কেকা শর্মা সাথে আমি একটা announcement করতে চাই to all principals and also teachers who have come from the college. ভারত চেম্বার অফ কমার্স, ম্যাডাম বলবো তো? ভারত চেম্বার অফ কমার্সে আপনারা সবাই মেম্বার হতে পারেন, অল কলেজেস, ইনস্টিটিউশনাল মেম্বারশিপ। এক মিনিট মেম্বার হতে পারেন, টার্মস তো পরে শুনবেন, আগে শুনুন কেন হবেন। চেম্বারে কি কাজ হয়? বিজনেসম্যানদের ট্রেড ইউনিয়ন, এটা এক কথায় বললে তাই। আপনার তাতে কি পারপাস সার্ভড হবে? পারপাস যেটা সার্ভড হবে, দেখুন ন্যাক বলুন বা যেই বলুন, দে অলওয়েজ স্পিক অফ হ্যাভিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রি লিঙ্কেজ, বলে না? দিস ইজ নাথিং বাট অ্যান ইন্ডাস্ট্রি লিঙ্কেজ। They conduct several types of training for the students, skill development training. সেই ট্রেনিং গুলো আপনার কলেজ থেকেও ডেপুটেড স্টুডেন্টসরা পেতে পারে। As of now, these are the two benefits which I am saying. Other benefits ক্রমশ প্রকাশ্য, এবং সেটা আমি বলবো না, উনি বলবেন, বা রাদার পরে বলবেন। কিন্তু we can be member. Actually, I proposed, madam, I want to have a memorandum of understanding with you. He said, no need, you be a member of it. তো সেটা আপনারাও হতে পারেন। টার্মস অ্যান্ড কন্ডিশনস আজকের মিটিং এ এখন না বলাই ভালো, বা ম্যাডাম যদি কিছুটা বলেন বলতে পারেন।
যেটা তিলক বাবু বললেন, that apart, একটা platform, this is a platform where the students and the faculty members will be able to come into contact with information, latest information on the policies of the government, be it the state government, be it the central government, which is very important in today's context, whether somebody is a student or a faculty member, because all of us have to be up to date in our information with regard to world affairs, with regard to our country's affairs, and with regard to our state affairs. তাছাড়া যেটা একটা বড় সুবিধে সেটা হচ্ছে যে with growing privatization of education is also a part of industry and business. সুতরাং chambers of commerce all over the world are also in certain context a voice of the education sector. সুতরাং যেখানে গভর্নমেন্ট একদিকে এডুকেশন অ্যান্ড ইন্ডাস্ট্রিকে লিঙ্ক করছে, সেখানে অ্যাজ আ চেম্বার আপনাদের যদি কোনো স্পেসিফিক ডিমান্ডস থাকে, সেগুলো আমরা কনসিডার করে অ্যাজ অ্যান ইন্ডাস্ট্রি বডি উই ক্যান টেক ইট আপ. Yes, your voice is always important. You have a specific voice, but as a chamber, we can link the context and we can take it up at the national level also. সংক্ষেপে তারপরে যদি কারুর কোনো ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল কলেজের কোনো ইস্যুস থাকে বা সাজেশনস থাকে, উই আর অলসো ওপেন টু সাজেশনস অ্যান্ড উই উইল অলওয়েজ কনসিডার ইট, অ্যান্ড কিভাবে আমরা সেটাকে অ্যাডপ্ট করতে পারি, উই উইল কনসিডার। It's a stage of adopting and adaptability, to sum up.
একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল যে আপনি বলছেন যে কলেজগুলোকে আপনাদের সাথে যুক্ত হতে, তো এই যুক্ত হওয়ার পেছনে তো একটা টার্গেট থাকে, সবকিছু একটা প্রি প্ল্যান, কিন্তু যেটা সব থেকে বড় প্রশ্ন আমি এডুকেশন সেক্টরের হয়ে করতে চাইছি সেটা হচ্ছে, একটা হচ্ছে ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল ট্রেনিং, মানে গিয়ে ইন্টার্নশিপ করা এখন একটা বড় হয়ে গেছে, বাধা হয়ে গেছে কলেজগুলির সামনে, যে একটা বেঁধে দিয়েছে যে এই জায়গাগুলো করতে হবে, এই সেক্টরগুলো করতে হবে। সেগুলো কি আপনারা এগিয়ে আসবেন যে সে সহজে যাতে কলেজগুলি সে কাজটা করতে পারে? কারণ অনেক ছোট কলেজ রিচ করতে পারছে না সেই
সেটা
জায়গাটা।
তো তিলকবাবু অলরেডি কভার করেছেন, যে স্কিল ডেভেলপমেন্ট বলুন বা ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এডুকেশন পার্টনারশিপ, না হলে কেন আমরা অ্যাজ আ চেম্বার ইনভাইট করব?
আমি আপনার প্রশ্নের একটা উত্তর দিচ্ছি। আমাদের অনারেবল হায়ার এডুকেশন মিনিস্টার 2023 সেপ্টেম্বর মাসে, আই ডোন্ট রিমেম্বার দ্য ডেট, উনি একটি প্রোগ্রাম ঘোষণা করলেন যেখানে বললেন যে হ্যাঁ, ইন্টার্নশিপ না, ইন্ডাস্ট্রি একাডেমিয়া লিঙ্কেজ প্রাথমিকভাবে ইউনিভার্সিটিগুলোর দায়িত্ব, পরে কলেজগুলোরও দায়িত্ব। ইটস নাথিং বাট জয়নিং হ্যান্ডস উইথ ইন্ডাস্ট্রি। চেম্বার অফ কমার্স, নট অনলি দিস চেম্বার, এনি চেম্বার অফ কমার্স, তারা কারা? ইজ দি অ্যাসোসিয়েশন অফ ইন্ডাস্ট্রিজ অ্যান্ড ট্রেডিং বডিজ। তো আপনি আলাদা আলাদা করে ইন্ডাস্ট্রিজের কাছে যাবেন নাকি ট্রেড ইউনিয়নের সরি চেম্বারের মধ্যে দিয়ে যাবেন? দিস ইজ দি আনসার।
পার্সোনালি আমি আপনার সঙ্গে একটু শেয়ার করতে চাইবো আমার চেম্বার অফ কমার্সের অভিজ্ঞতা থেকে এবং এডুকেশন সেক্টর দেখার পরে। এখন যেটা চলছে যে একটা হয়তো ক্যাম্পাসে জব রিকোয়ারমেন্টটা ফুলফিল হচ্ছে, অথবা একটা ইন্টার্নশিপে আমরা অ্যাবজর্ব করাচ্ছি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিকে দিয়ে। এই দুটোরই কিন্তু কোনোটা সম্পূর্ণ নয় যতক্ষণ না আমরা সিলেবাসে ইন্ডাস্ট্রির রিকোয়ারমেন্টের একটা পোর্শন রাখবো। একটা লিমিটেড পোর্শন একটা রাখতে হবে, সেটা 50 নম্বর দিয়ে শুরু করুন কি কত নম্বর দিয়ে শুরু করবেন, কি গ্রেড দিয়ে শুরু করবেন, সেটা শুরুটা সবাই মিলে আলোচনা করে করা উচিত। কিন্তু ইন্ডাস্ট্রির রিকোয়ারমেন্ট যতক্ষণ না ফুলফিলড হবে ইন টার্মস অফ ইনক্লুশন ইন দ্য সিলেবাস, আমার মনে হয় না এই পার্টনারশিপ যত দূরই যাক সাকসেসফুল হবে।
Now we can move for lunch. After the lunch, we will listen to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would request, with sir's permission, I would request everyone to be seated because before lunch, I would request
Oh, yes.
that Dr. Chatterjee to conclude this session with a presentation of mementos to our guest speakers. I would request Dr. Chatterjee to present the memento to Shri Debashish Sen, Founder, Director and CEO, New Bengal Consulting Private Limited and former Additional Chief Secretary, Department of IT, Government of West Bengal.
একটু পরে
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have a huge round of applause for Shri Debashish Sen, IAS retired. Thank you, sir. I would request Madam Sharma and now request Madam Kika Sharma, Secretary General, Bharat Chamber of Commerce, and Dr. Tilak Chatterjee, Principal, Bankim Sardar College, to present the memento to Dr. Nabarun Bhattacharya, Director, School of Information Science and Technology, Makaut, West Bengal, and former Director, CDAC, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India. I would request now Madam Sharma to present a memento to Dr. Chatterjee and honor him for organizing such an interesting and engaging seminar on AI in education and cybersecurity. Thank you, ma'am. Before we break for lunch, may I request everyone to join us at the technical session. As Dr. Chatterjee mentioned, the second part of today's seminar will focus on the theme cybersecurity. We have Shri Shyamajit Mukherjee, Manager Cybersecurity, Indian School of Ethical Hacking, who will be addressing the technical session. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.